let's begin shuffling, and we'll see which cards correspond to each item. Today's items are a little interesting. They are artworks. If anyone's interested in them, please ask in the comments. They are made of wood by an artist. They were a gift from my brother. He didn't make them, but he knows the person who made them. Okay, we got one here. Ooh. We'll put that there. We got 3. Okay. Cool. So, let's take a moment to look at each item. I really like these artworks. They're beautiful. For the first reading, we have this seafoam kind of muted teal. Let's see the work here. For the second reading, we have this. This one kind of commands presence, huh? It's kind of like a Jupiter essence to it, with the red, white, and blue, and black. I think it even has some dark teals as well. That's a neat color palette. Yeah, look. And this last one is a more gradient style color. It has a hole in the bottom, I believe, for a stand. Look, those blues going into the orange with some greens and yellows. Okay. Well, I will let you decide, and I will reveal the cards. Okay. For our first reading, with the smaller teal artwork, we have the 3 of Swords. Do you feel heartbreak right now? Reading that, if you resonate with that, if you feel, was there a disconnection? A lost connection? A sense of loss? Do you feel that? Or perhaps not. Perhaps you feel more closely connected to the Hierophant. The Hierophant, look at that star. The mystery. Very mysterious card in this deck. This is a slightly different tarot card deck. It is the Ethereal Visions Tarot Luna Edition. So it doesn't go exactly with Rider Waite, but it's still a very fantastic deck. Look at that kind of guy. I said Jupiter. We have that space theme here. Alright. We have the 2 of Swords. Okay, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and the Hierophant. Interesting. Are you uncertain about a decision right now? Are you contemplating something? Are you having a hard time deciding on what to do? Well, here we have it. And we will start with card number 1 in our first reading. See you soon. Hello, card and reading number 1. You chose 3 of Swords with the seafoam small wooden artwork. Perhaps you're looking to heal. Do you feel a need to find something new or to allow something to heal? This will absolutely be the one that you would resonate with if you were experiencing heartbreak, maybe a breakup. Have you had argument or disagreement with someone you love? Hopefully, with time, it can be mended. You know, sometimes these arguments aren't even that big, but they're a sign of just an underlying need to heal a relationship. So, let's see what we get here. I will allow one card to come out. There we go. Okay, we got a few here. Ooh, 2. Okay. The underlying goes in the underlying position. We got 4 here. So Go like that. Go like that. Great. How are you doing today? Pile number 1 or card number 1. I hope that you being drawn to this is just a sign that you know you're healing. But sometimes, the healing process has to start somewhere, and oftentimes that can be a little painful. Okay. You currently are. Interesting. Queen of Cups. Okay. Interesting color. Very appropriate color connection there. The Neptunian kind of style there. Alongside Judgment. You've made a decision. Or maybe you're about to. Have you made a decision? To heal, perhaps. The Devil in the past. We have the Devil in the past. But on a more visible nature, within the underlying devil element, you have the Six of Swords. A sense of journey, perhaps avoiding something, leaving something behind. Or perhaps someone left and it seems selfish. Maybe someone cut off communication for a while. Two of Swords, Page of Pentacles, contemplating. Well, this could actually be more so, for some of you, could be more so heartbreak over a career path. I'm going to put this right there. That feels right. Maybe this is a soothing moment to ease the heartache. Perhaps this is something from a while ago. Have you had a heartbreak in the distant past? Sometimes that comes back. It travels back to you like someone on a canoe on the other side, on another island, coming right back. Or maybe you saw someone that you used to have a relationship with, or you were once intimately involved with, coming back and offering you a temptation, but you're like, no, Judgment, calm, whatever it is. It might not even be no. Sometimes yes is the right answer, but this seems like more of a, you're not allowing whatever once harmed to come back with whatever is coming. Well, let's see. In the future positions, we have Page of Swords. A newfound confidence and in a skill of intellect, decisions. You're making better decisions. What kind of decisions do you feel you're making recently that have improved your life? Perhaps in opposition to what others would like you to do, but you know is best for you? In the final resulting placement of the underlying, we have Temperance. Look at the eye standing out to me today. We're going to show this. And the flowers, patience, and wisdom and patience. Matches here very nicely with the colors too. I feel the soothing nature of these colors. Just a calm, confident, look at that, confident point of view. You're taking your stand because you have what you need. You are centered and grounded. How can you be more centered and grounded? Reading number 1. Card number 1. Viewer number 1. You chose this story. It looks like one of growth, one of confidence and patience, coming to be a more confident and patient individual, or have a more calm and confident perspective on specific things involving relationships, When someone comes back and tempting you, nope, you know what to do. You'll take what you need. Good relationships have a give and take. Sometimes it's better to have a relationship, but come with that relationship with more confidence and owning who you are in relation to the person, the people that you're in a relationship with. But also understanding that we're all trying to be better. So perhaps maybe not just a no, don't come back in my life. That's not probably it. It's more so, hey, yes, but we need to set some ground rules, some boundaries. And also we need to talk over things so that we understand each other's expectations. That's always important. Establishing clear communication on what to expect from being in a relationship is a very important thing. But look ahead with the results of when that happens. Confidence, knowing everything's lined up, all the ducks are lined up, everything's in a row. And you're patient with people who might not be at the same place as you, have different perspectives, accepting that their viewpoint is valid for them, but being confident that what's best for you, you know what's best for you. Good judgment, patience, and confidence. Let's clarify this a little bit. Look at that. Okay. Underlying again. The underlying, the over. Whew. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell there. Card number 1. Okay. This revealed itself, so we'll put it here. I normally don't place cards if they've been revealed. This one goes here. Both of these seem to want to be here. So we'll keep those there. And this one wanted to be here. Perhaps I wanted to be here. Okay. Okay. So 3 of Pentacles popped out. Kind of, maybe if this is the storyline, if this is not resonating as a relationship situation, but is more particularly involving workplace, this could be, what you're doing right, and you're just going to be finding ways. Well, do you need to find ways to communicate what you're doing to your coworkers, or perhaps supervisors, or other members of your workplace? Perhaps do you have a knowledge about what you're doing that you're confident about that other people might have an opinion of, but you have intimate knowledge of? That could be something going on there. Okay, so Queen of Cups, being confident with yourself, making a choice, knowing you have all the skills. You have all the skills, the intimate knowledge. You have the cup, the pentacle. You have the wand and the sword. Well, I guess the wand's here. You're holding a different wand there. You have strong capabilities. What kind of strong capabilities do you have that some people are overlooking, perhaps? And perhaps you are in a good position to help make decisions that people are kind of ignoring at the time, or maybe they just haven't seen yet. A lot of confidence here with Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Look at that lined up. Intuitive, I don't want to say control. Intuitive strength in emotional resolve, knowing you know inherently what is best, resting. Yeah, maybe instead of going out one night, take a break. Sometimes those seem to be tied together. Taking breaks, just taking a rest sometimes. And Six of Swords alongside Five of Cups. The past does seem to have a little bit more turmoil in it. Although with Justice alongside, Justice has been popping out a lot. Justice alongside the Two of Wands. Don't we have the Two of Wands here? Decision making. Okay, so now this is more of the storyline or path of someone who's focused more on their career. You have Two of Wands alongside the Magician, Queens of Cups, and two of Wands and two Queen of Cups. Emotionally knowing what the right decision is. And actually, this could tie right back into relationships as well. Queen of Cups being a very relationship-oriented card. Whoa, Seven of Swords again, right next to here. Okay, I mean, we can go back to the original symbolism of what Seven of Swords is. The Seven of Swords is some form of symbolism of theft, of trickery. I don't really like to dive into those elements of it because oftentimes it's a symbol of something more so aligned with collecting ideas. Oh wait, that's Six of Swords and Seven of Swords. So Six of Swords going into Seven of Swords. Okay. Seven of Swords going into Six of Swords in some ways. Maybe this is a situation where... Have you ever had a situation where you weren't getting the credit or the appreciation you deserved? You felt you deserved. So you left that situation. Where you felt like someone else was getting either the attention or wasn't giving the attention that was needed at the time. There was something you were doing. I see two different tracks here. One with relationships where it just wasn't the right fit and there were some elements to the relationship that weren't healthy. Or in a workplace environment, you might be feeling that someone else is getting the attention for work that you've been doing. And, it's a workplace environment, so this is collaborative, but perhaps it's one of those things where someone's getting a little more attention than you think that they deserve, or more so, you're not getting the attention you deserve, and it feels like someone else is getting it. And this is in the past. I don't see that as happening anymore because you've come into a confidence. Yeah, because look at that. Look at that. Underlying elements within. You have the Page of Swords alongside the King of Pentacles. This could be a workplace environment or just you knowing. And we have Temperance again. We have Temperance here, Patience. Yeah, let's put those two Temperances together. Those are beautiful together. But first, 7 choices, lots of choices. Multitude of choices. Oftentimes when you're patient and you wait, multiple opportunities arise. We have the Golden Tarot and the Lunar Tarot. Beautiful, beautiful cards. And finally, we have more choices. But being confident in those choices. Always being confident. Knowing that you can stand up for yourself a little bit. You can say, hey, I would just like to. Sometimes it has to be done with tact, but you can find ways to highlight your accomplishments and your what you brought to the table. So that's important. Sometimes it's important to say, hey, just so you guys know, when I did this, this was something important, and I'd like to elaborate on that. You might want to elaborate on past successes, elaborate on past accomplishments, or you might want to just focus on clear communication with people who you want to be part of your life, but need clear boundaries or clear expectations. And I see you doing that. I believe in you. Card number 1, you have, may have felt a little, and maybe not just a little, may have felt heartbroken or may have felt slighted, but you have clearly learned along the way that there is a lot you have to offer. think about some of the things that you have to offer your friends and your family and maybe at your workplace. What are you offering to them? What are you good at offering them? That's another thing. Oftentimes, what you're good at offering is what you are an expert in. The skills you have. The magician, having all the necessary skills. I think you're clearly someone who takes what you have to offer other people very seriously, and you want the best for other people, and you want to see that being at least recognized, so that when there's a time where you're the one who should be making the decision, people actually turn to you to make that decision, because you're the one with all those skills in that area. It could be relationship issues, not issues, but it could be in the realm of relationships, or in the realm of the office, or in the realm of friendships. Those situations are very common. Sometimes you just need to speak up a little more. Do you sometimes feel like you had something to say but you didn't speak up in time? I know I do that a lot. There are often times I realize I had the perfect thing to say at a certain moment, but I didn't take that opportunity, and then I feel like, well, I need to say something later, but normally when I have the opportunity to say something, it's not when I am really at my peak of knowledge or expertise. It's generally when someone gave me an opportunity to speak. Well, sometimes you need to put your, raise your hand when you know you have something really good to offer the rest of the group. So, and you definitely do. So, pile number 1, reading number 1. I hope you have a fantastic day on your journey, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 2, card number 2, reading number 2. This you chose the Hierophant alongside the larger work of art. The darker blue, red, white, and some of these teals. Very Jupiter. I keep thinking Jupiter with this. We have the Hierophant. That kind of astrological look to it. So as we shuffle, I hope you're doing well today or this evening, whenever you choose to be watching this. Are you feeling larger than life right now? Is there some kind of... That one just come out. Let's just grab that. These two. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Are you feeling ecstatic about a happy event coming up? Perhaps there's a wedding. Okay. Well, let's see. Currently you are 7 of Swords. Interesting. Taking away something. Nine of Pentacles. What might feel like you're taking from someone else. I mean, this isn't theft. This could be an idea where maybe you want to follow someone's path a little bit. Sun, great news happened recently, or at least there feels like, yeah, look at that. It feels like a wedding. There was a wedding. Maybe you want to get married too. Maybe it might not be your wedding. It might be your wedding. Maybe you just got married. Or maybe you got invited to a wedding. Ace of Swords. Big decision was made. Big intuitive decision. Did you make a big intuitive decision in the past that led to prosperity and joy? This feels like a wedding. I keep thinking wedding. It's just in my mind with this. Like, look at this. Big decision. Almost like wedding bells, kind of. House, kind of, with the 4 pillars. 4 of Wands with the sun. Joyful energy, abundance, happiness, love. After an intuitive decision. I mean, could have been someone else, but and it doesn't have to be a wedding. I mean, those broad themes are there. Wedding just seems like the obvious one. Comes with strength and resolve to continue on a path or follow a path. Eight of Cups. Maybe you're going to make your own way. You feel right now. You might be following in someone else's path and not doing your own thing, but you are going to make your own path. And it's going to lead to, well, a very dramatic change. This is one of those big, bad, scary cards, but it's not really. Looks like the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. The Wheel of Fortune, alongside this, the Ten of Swords, at the final moment of this story, doesn't mean it's the end, it just means it's the final moment of the story. It's a finality, you know. Maybe you're right now learning by imitating. Maybe you saw someone do something great, or maybe you have just gotten married and now you're being strong and having to realize this is the new path. Hey, this is a brand new beginning. This is a new chapter after having decided on a very important decision. You know, you could look at this a little slightly darker. You have, you know, the Eight of Cups moving into the Ten of Swords with the underlying Wheel of Fortune and Seven of Swords in the current position. But honestly, those are mostly just involving changes. It's about changes. And the underlying story is one of growth and abundance, strength, resilience. Resilience in whatever comes your way, you know. Richer or poorer, sickness or health, you know, that kind of thing here. And this could just mean, hey, this is a shocker. Hey, this is the new chapter. This is the new chapter. Let's get some clarification. Because we don't like those big baddies at the end, right? Here we go. Put that there. I feel like that really wanted to come out. The Suit of Swords is always a little scary in general. I saw it. We'll reveal. Put that on the side. Knight of Pentacles is revealed as a general theme. So maybe that could just be a little bit, these scarier cards could just be, you know, kind of thinking maybe you had a few sleepless nights, or you're worried about having a few sleepless nights, mainly just because you're thinking about all the responsibilities that come with the decisions you've made. But that's okay. I mean, that's life. You gotta think it through. But not worry too much. You know. The fan is turned off. I'm gonna find a way to reduce the air conditioning unit sound in the future. Okay. Okay. So Knight of Pentacles, moving forward with a decision, strength again. You're strong. You made a decision, you're sticking with it. It has something to do with, I think maybe you followed someone else's footsteps. Someone did something successfully that you know, like a friend or something, and you're following in their footsteps and you feel a little bit like you're cheating, like stealing someone's idea, but it's actually not stealing at all. The World with the Sun. Yeah, I feel like there was a big, like maybe someone got married, made a big decision. Confident, happiness, reached a certain point to make that decision. And there was a great news. Like, someone was waiting for a specific thing, a certain milestone before moving forward with a big decision. You know, I keep saying wedding, I'm going to stop because I think it could go in different directions. But the wedding was the obvious one. Someone got married because of having reached a certain milestone. A happy moment, very happy moment. Sorry, reading number 2, I had to cut the video just for a split second. There was a lot of noise outside, so it wouldn't really have made sense to continue recording. What we were talking about was someone making a big decision based on having good news, and it being a joyous one, a celebration moment, and perhaps you might be considering following in the footsteps of this friend of yours. But yeah, don't feel like it's not your path too. That's what I think we're trying to say here. Yeah, look at this. You have an intuitive knowledge of what to do. This could be in career as well. Perhaps you're following someone's career path a little bit, but it's your own. You're just walking along the trail at some point that's similar to someone else's. You know, the abundance, intuitively knowing like how to create abundance is good. Heartbreak at the end. Perhaps a separation from something. You know, it's your path. So don't. Okay, one second. Sorry, pile number 2, reading number 2. I got disrupted multiple times while looking at this, and there's a very loud noise outside. So let's take a moment. Perhaps I'm going off in the wrong direction with this. It does look like this might be more fears of the future, just nervousness of the future. You know, I was just watching a video of Jim Carrey, and he said, you know, it's better to have faith than to hope. And I think hope can be okay, but he described hope as walking through the fire, while faith is jumping across it. And perhaps that's a good perspective to have. Pile number 2. Are you expecting the world? Are you expecting so much from something? Like, are you anticipating a lot? Do you have really lofty goals? And that's not a bad thing, but perhaps the work is going to be slower. I mean, it always seems to be slower. Everyone wants, $1 billion tomorrow, right? But it's probably a good idea to remember that you are resilient and you are strong. You are strong. Rely on the friends and the love of your family. No matter what's coming your way, you can handle it. You can always handle it. And part of that happens to be, picking and choosing and feeling where you are at any moment. You might want to see pile number 1, reading number 1, because reading number 1 also had the 3 of Swords. So, and it was a good reading, and I think this is a good reading too. It's just, when so much great things have happened in the past, this might actually just be one of those, maybe you were on a vacation, and you come back and you feel that moment of, sadness because you're not on vacation anymore. But that's okay. Maybe this is after a wedding celebration. Maybe you got married and now you say, oh, this is back to life. We got to do life. There's still a lot to do. And that can be a little heartbreaking in itself. It's like, sometimes you wish things could be a happily ever after, but actually things are cycles. This isn't as scary as it seems, because this is just the end of a cycle. And what do you have at the end of a cycle? The beginning of a new one. So, this is a beginning and an end of a chapter. And that's kind of exciting. There's a lot of unknown on this side of the cards. And that's what makes life kind of, at least, exhilarating. In many ways. You get these highlights, you get these highs. Sometimes there's lows, but the lows oftentimes subside into mystery, which is tomorrow. And I'm excited for you, pile number 2. I think I would love to hear about the stories of what's happening right now. And what is it that you fear? Because remember, just love what you're doing. Love the people. Put through the best you can for your friends and family. Do the best you can for yourself. And everything is going to work out in its own way. And unexpected. And, oftentimes... Oftentimes the silver lining turns to gold. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but oftentimes the silver lining turns to gold. Take care, pile number 2. See you later. Hello, reading number 3. You chose this beautiful work of art with the subtle gradients of blues into orange, alongside 2 swords. Decision. Perhaps you are not sure about a decision you want to make. Let's get into the reading. How are you doing today or this evening? Reading number 3. Okay, that one. There we go. We're just going to draw from here. No. Okay. So, pile number 3. Currently, King of Cups. Lots of confidence. This was in this position one time before. King of Cups with the Emperor. Whoa. Not with this combination, though. That's some power. Some emotional strength. Some real confidence. Those combined are some real confidence. You got this Neptunian emotional resilience alongside just knowledge and like being competent and capable. Very intuitive. Well, of course you would be if you had quite that many experiences. You've had a lot of experiences that may have seemed burdensome, but actually were leading right into an intuitive superpower almost. Look at that. Do you perhaps have a lot of experience in the past where you had to make some decisions that helped people, but it was a lot of learning? You had a lot of learning. Perhaps you were in school for a long time. Maybe you're graduating, or you've just gone through school for quite a while. You're very confident where you are. In school or career, very confident, emotionally resilient. You're happy right now. There's something in your life that you're very happy about. We'll say it like that. Everyone's not happy all the time, but there is an element of your life, I want to say somewhere in your career or work or school, where you are strong because you've been contemplating things a lot. You're even able to help people. Maybe you tutor people. Have you ever taught someone something, or are you tutoring someone? Help freeing someone from their binds. Are you a healer? A strong one? Well, of course, there's always an element of the unseen, of chance. We have the Wheel of Fortune, but with the Queen of Wands next to the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is even holding a wand. Look at this. Like, looking over, you have colleagues and friends that are very supportive. Whatever is in the past or like required a lot of attention and focus and care, you have the confidence to take care of it because you have the experience and knowledge, which leads to more work. Keep grinding. Reading number 3, keep grinding, keep working. Yeah, healer. Look at that. I said healer. We got healer. These are the big cards again popping up. These are nice. Look at this. You have something binding you, something keeping you constrained. Perhaps it's school, perhaps it's work, perhaps it's someone else. Perhaps you were talking with someone who's blind to a specific thing that you know and you can help with. Sharing knowledge. I see this more so as sharing knowledge in this reading because of all the experience you have collected. That can weigh heavy on you, having seen so much. Being a healer, having seen so much, but being confident. New position, maybe. Maybe you're in a position now that really is like coming into your own. And whatever life throws your way, just work through it because you're a healer. You're confident in what you do. cats standing out to me right now. You have the lions into the cat. What is it about the cat? The cat symbolizes, confidence in many ways, independence in some ways, a deep connection to space, to a place. Cats often, when you bring them to a new location, it takes them a while to get to know the place. That's part of their behavior. Perhaps you have a new job. It takes some time. It's going to take a little work to get oriented, but you're a healer, so you keep that confidence. You're a teacher too, in some ways. With the Six of Pentacles. I see healer though, like very strong healer. Cool. Alright, let's clarify these cards. Add a little bit more complexity and detail by assigning another card on top of each position. I'm feeling like that should just stay there for now. Have you recently gotten offered a new role or job, or did you graduate, or did you just finish some special course of something? You got some work to do in the future, but nothing bad. It's just, hey, keep going, keep grinding, keep healing people. The stars within you. Right now, this is some strong energy. Love to see that. Okay. Enough talking, let's get some cards out. Okay. Three of Wands. Embarking. New job, maybe new position. Patience. You were very patient in the past too. Whoa, look at that. 10 on 10. You love to see it. You have a lot of experiences. You've experienced a lot, but it's in the past, so these collections of what seems like could be burdensome, hard-earned lessons integrate into strength. Yeah, look at that. Celebration, recent past. Stability. Yes, an end of a period of time. Look at that. These are endings. All these endings just recently. Wow. Movement. Perhaps there was a move. Perhaps you were moving around. A lot of endings to cycles in the past. Recent past. Maybe not recent. At least some recent. Some not so recent. Ending of cycles. New beginning, new strengths, new ideas. Whew. Really. Look at that. The cat's back. Look at that. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. The subconscious, the underlying elements of the more obvious ideas that are happening right now are both aligned. You're aligned intuitively, and you have all the skills necessary with the Magician on top of two Queen of Wands. I mean, this is something else. This is some energy. An underlying energy of Emperor. Look at that. That makes sense. It's aligned. You have Emperor, Queen of Wands, a lot of ending of cycles in the past, and got Five of Swords. So, Five of Swords isn't always bad. It's like, kind of comes along with just work. It's like, hey, like something happened, but you can handle it. You already have this, put in the work. Heal the wounds, keep moving. Heal the people around you. You seem like someone who really knows what you're doing. You have strength. You have strength, you're intuitive, and that cat keeps popping up. Why is a cat important? Is there a cat in your life? Could also be the behavior of a cat. It's a feeling of autumn in this one, but and this one's a feeling more of, also kind of autumn. Sorry, there's just sounds in the other room. It's kind of hard to record when I don't have a good mic. I am getting a new mic soon, or a new connection for a good mic. Okay, well, I think this is just a sign that we're ending this story, but you are in a very good place now, and I believe you're going to be in an even better place in the future. You are capable and confident, competent. Pile number 3, reading number 3. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great evening, day, night, whatever time it is for you, and I will see you again later. Goodbye. Subscribing to this channel helps more than you know. Since this is a brand new channel, any kind of engagement that you give to this channel greatly benefits and helps the growth of the videos. So I hope that you like it, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I will be here as long as I can to spread the love. All right, thanks.